Okay, students, welcome back. We're going to continue with CAD 140. The other day, we made a flange with a bolt hole circle, had a variety of holes in the flange, which was good practice, right? However, today we're going to do exactly the same thing, except we're going to be using a different software tool. We're going to be using Autocad. And the reason why we're doing this is because you're supposed to get exposure to AutoCAD and also Autodesk Inventor in this class. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I already have AutoCAD open. You should go ahead and open up AutoCAD, and I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. So this is AutoCAD. We've done a few little things with AutoCAD. We're going to do some more. But again, I wanted you to be able to compare your experience of modeling this part and making a drawing of it in Inventor to that of AutoCAD. Okay. So over here on the left-hand side of your screen, please go ahead and select New. When you select New, okay, hopefully everybody's with me now. Your screen will look like this. Now, when you use an AutoCAD, you can do, by the way, you can do 3D models. I mean, actual 3D models in AutoCAD. I'll save that for another day. We'll do something simple just to give you some experience. But we're going to make a two-dimensional drawing here. So we're going to use what they call the method of projections. Method of projections, so that you can project points of interest or lines of interest from one view to the other. Okay. Now, in our CAD 151 class is where you will learn more about the method of projections, but I'm going to give you a quick run through today. Okay. As long as my voice holds up. So I'd like for you to go to circle on the menu bar right here, click on circle, arrow down, and I would like for you to click on center diameter. And I would like you to bring your cursor somewhere about right here on the screen. I would like for you to hit your left mouse button, and you're going to drag out a circle. Now, don't type in anything yet. At the very bottom, don't miss these notes that come up, these floating menus and so forth. It says circle, specify the radius or diameter of circle. Well, right now, since we selected the diameter mode, we're going to actually just type in the diameter here. So the diameter of this, based on the overall diameter, is what? Look at your drawing and tell me what the diameter is. 2.5. So type in 2.5, enter. All right. Now we're done. Now you can rotate your scroll wheel to zoom in and out, okay? And you can also hold down the scroll wheel to pan around. Now, I'm just going to do a check. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to check the diameter by putting a dimension on here. All right, so you don't need to do this. All right, I'm doing this for you so to see that this circle is in fact a 2.5-inch diameter circle. I mean, if you want to do it, you can. Just, I'm going to undo that. If you want to check your diameter, just come up here and arrow down, and you have different options here. Select diameter, and then select the edge of your circle. Click. All right. And you can see that's 2 point. That's a lot of decimal places. We're going to change all that when we start to dimension this. Does everybody have a 2.5-inch circle? Very good. Up here, the top left, by the printer button on the menu, I'm going to hit the undo because I don't want the dimension. All right, good. That's step one. We're going to make another circle now, which is our bolt hole circle, and it has a center line. Okay, it has a center line. So what we're going to do, what is the diameter of that one? What is the diameter of the actual bolt hole circle itself? Anyone? It's 1.875. All right, here's how you do it. Go to circle, select center diameter. Now, watch. As I move my cursor near the circle, what happens? You see a what? A center appear. As soon as you see the center appear, click at the center, and we're going to drag out. We're going to drag out a diameter of 1.875. Okay. Now, if you want to check it, another way to check is you can type in the word list. Type in the word list, L-I-S-T, enter, and click on the inner circle. And what does it tell you? Down there, you'll see some notes below that says, in fact, the diameter of the circle is 1.875. Hit the escape button to get out of that mode. You hit it a couple times. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to type in the word list. Type in the word list. Enter. Your cursor turns into a question mark. Move your cursor over the small circle. Click with it. Enter. And it gives you a lot of information about your circle. It tells you what layer it's on. It tells you the center point, okay, and X, Y, Z coordinates. It also gives me the radius, gives me the circumference, and gives me the area. But above all that, it also gives me the diameter, okay? And that's what I want. The diameter should be, so your circle should now look like this. Kind of give me a show of hands to kind of let me know if you're with me. Very good. Now we're going to change the color. Now, down the road, I will show you how to work in layers. I'm not ready to do that today. So I'm going to show you how to change this circle right here. We're going to modify this circle, okay? So actually type in the word change, C-H-A-N-G-E, and enter. Now it says, what do you want to change? Select the objects. I'm going to select this small circle. Enter. Okay, now I entered. Look down the bottom. It says specify the change point or properties. Properties, the first letter is highlighted. It's blue or purple. It's Morse, probably colorblind, don't know it. So type in a P here, type in P, enter. When you type in a P, that means you're going to change a property of that circle. Well, what is the property you're going to change? Well, the first property I'm going to change is color. Click on color. And we're going to type in the word red. And we're going to enter. And we're going to enter again. Now, I could also change the line type at the same time, but I want to give you some more experience. So type in the word change again, enter, select the red circle, enter, and we're going to type in P for property, enter. Now, this time I want you to go to line type. Click on line type. And we're going to type in center. C-E-N-T-E-R. Center. Enter. Enter again. Now, your red circle looks like a center line. However, I want to change the scale of what you see here. Okay? In other words, I want to see more breaks. I only have 6 breaks here. I want to see more. I want to change the line type scale. Here's how you do this. Type in LT scale. LT scale. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. That's usually tough on me in the mornings. All right, so we're going to click on, we're going to enter this. And look, it gives us a scale factor of 1. Just change that to 0.25 and enter, and look how your center line looks now. Are you with me? All right, cool. Now, what I want to do now is I want to place these holes around the circle. If I don't, like I said, if I don't lose my voice, I want to place these holes around the circle. All right. So, go to circle and select center diameter. Now, look, if I try to move my mouse or cursor near the 12 o'clock position, it's not snapping anything. So, Mr. Morris, what do I do? Type in the word quad. Type in the word quad and enter. Now, after you type in the word quad and enter, if you move your cursor near the 12 o'clock position, what happens? You see a diamond shape appear, and that's actually the 12 o'clock position of the circle. So I'm going to click here. Look, click. I'm still in the diameter mode. I'm in the diameter mode. Now, listen very carefully. The diameter for a tapped hole, in this case, we have a 1/4-20. We have a 1/4-20 tapped hole. In the shop class, you're going to learn how to select the appropriate tap drill for 1/4-20. That's to come. All right. I'm going to give you the information right now. So the quarter, the quarter means diameter. 20 means threads per inch. And then UNC is a unified national course. And the classification of fit is a -2B. The B means is internal hole. Now, if you saw an A there, that would mean that you have external threads, like on a screw or a bolt. Type in 0.201 and then enter. What you just did is you drilled, you took a tap drill. In this case, the tap drill is a number 7. You don't know this yet, but you will soon when you get in the shop. A number 7 tap drill, excuse me, a number 7 tap drill has a diameter of 0.201. Now we're going to come back with a tool that's called a tap. Again, you're going to learn about what a tap. It makes internal threads in the hole, so it will accept a screw, kind of like a nut. You know, your nut has internal threads. Well, this has internal threads. All right, so go to circle, center diameter, move your cursor near the center of that little circle, click. You're going to drag out a circle. Well, this time, you're going to make the circle 0.25. 0.25. All right. Doing good. Hopefully you have that. Now we have to change this outer circle here. We have to change it because we want it to be a dashed line or a hidden line. All right. So type in the word change, enter, take your cursor and select that circle, enter, and we're going to type in P You could type out the whole word properties, but there's no point in doing that. Just type in the word P or the letter P, enter, and we're going to change line type. And this time I want you to type in the word hidden, 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 enter, enter again. All right, I'm going to zoom in. Raise your hand if your circle looks like that. Nobody else got it? I know some of y'all came in a little bit late. You'll have to watch the video. Just kind of pay attention right now is the best thing to do. All right. Again, raise your hand one more time if you got this. Okay. Sebastian say he got it. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go make the hole at the 3 o'clock position. The hole at the 3 o'clock position is a what type of hole? It's a countersink hole. How do I know that? Because look at the symbol. It looks like a cone shape. How many of y'all have seen a countersink screw before? None of y'all ever seen a countersink? They call them flathead screws. Okay, so it fits into a countersink hole. Now, we have two circles there. We have two circles. The larger diameter circle is what, based on this note? Based on the note, what is the larger diameter circle? 0.51. And the smaller circle going all the way through is a 0.27. So this is not a threaded hole. This is a clearance hole. All right, so go to circle, go to center diameter, okay? And we're going to move. Look, it won't snap here, right? See how it doesn't snap to the 3 o'clock position? Remember earlier, I had to type in quad, Q-U-A, which stands for quadrant, by the way. Let's type in quad, Q-U-A-D, enter. Now move your mouse near the 3 o'clock position, click, and we're going to drag out a diameter, and we're going to make the large one first. So I'm going to type in 0.51, enter. Okay, hopefully you have something that resembles this. Now we're going to draw another circle within the center. So it's going to be concentric circles. So we're going to go to circle, center diameter, and we're going to come over here. We're going to click at the center there. We're going to drag this out, and we're going to make this 0.27. Enter. All right. Beautiful. If you got that, good job. If you don't have it, you can go back and watch the video, or I can help you afterwards. Hopefully we'll have some time today. Yesterday was a little more, the day before yesterday, a little more stressful. That's okay. All right, now we're going to do the hole at the 6 o'clock position. This is a spot face hole. How do I know that? Look at the drawing I gave you. You will see a symbol that has the letters SF in there, spot face. It's very similar to a counter bore, but it's not a counter bore because you're only going down a little bit. You're providing a seat, a place for the screw to sit down. Okay, it's a rough surface. A screw is not going to properly seat itself if the surface is rough. Like in the case of a metal casting has a rough surface a lot of time. All right, so you're going to provide a seat for that screw. All right, go to circle, go to center diameter, and type in what? Quad, enter, move your mouse near the 6 o'clock position. It will turn green, click, drag it out, and we're going to make this one, the larger one is 0.44. The larger diameter is 0.44. Okay. Now I'm going to undo that because I feel like I shifted a little bit off center. you're fine. I'm gonna undo mine. I'm gonna go to circle, center diameter, type in quad. By the way, there's an easier way of doing this. I'm showing you the hard way first. Enter and click, drag out my diameter is 0.44. Enter. Now I want to draw another circle, a concentric circle that has a diameter of 0.27. Go to circle, center diameter, move your cursor, and you'll pick up the center, click. We're going to drag out this circle, and we're going to type in 0.27, enter. I'm going to stop and give you a break here just for a second so you can catch up. But raise your hand if you're able to hang with me here. Very good. Don't feel bad if you're not, but you will learn it and you will get it. Okay, I'm just going to give you a few minutes here to catch up. Steve, you doing all right? Okay. May, you with me? I think you were actually ahead of me. I saw May. She was doing pretty good. She was working on this. All right. Michael, you raise your hand.
Get the whole, circle around the 1/4 inch one.
Up here?
Yeah,
Okay, this circle?
Yeah.
All right, do you have this one? You do have this circle?
yes.
All right, I'm gonna erase this. Everyone else just stay where you're at. I'm gonna erase this circle, right? I'm gonna go to circle, center diameter. I'm gonna come in and see it's gonna automatically pick up that center, click. I'm gonna drag it out to 0.25, enter. All right, now, but I have to do something else to that circle. I have to type in the word change, enter, and now it's asked me, what do you want to change? Please select the object. Well, I'm going to change this. Enter, and now this is where I type in the letter P for property, okay? And we're going to change the line type right here. Click on line type, and we're going to type in the word hidden, like a hidden line. And that's exactly what it is. Enter, enter again. You enter twice, and you should have your hidden line there. Okay. All right. Very good. If you have any other questions, we can redo stuff here. That's fine. That's the whole purpose of this video. I want you to get an appreciation for Inventor based on the complexities of AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a wonderful tool. It really is. And there's a variety of ways in which to do the same thing. One more time, there's a variety of ways to do the same thing. So you have to pick your method. What suits you? All right, we're going to go to circle now, right? Center diameter. And now look, what do we type in here? Type in quad, QUAD, enter. And we're going to move our cursor right here. See how it snaps to that quadrant. Click and drag it out. And the diameter here is 0.44. Enter. And then we're going to put in our smaller hole. And this is going to be 0.27. Now, I could have just copied this here. I really could, but it's okay. It's okay in the top view. When we start creating our right side view here, you're going to see that these are not the same holes. Okay, you're going to see that they're not the same holes. We have one more hole to create here, and for all intents and purposes, we're done with the front view once we put this hole in, except for dimensions, and also except for the chamfer, which I'm going to show you how to do. But what I want you to do now is I want to come over here to the right side of this, And I want you to type in, or you can go on the menu here, select line right here. And I want you to click a line, start an arbitrary point, click about right here and come straight. Now, look, I anchored that line, just like we've had some experience with that. But if I want this to be perfectly horizontal or perfectly vertical, hit the F8 button on your keyboard. When you hit F8, look, it's only going to make a vertical line or horizontal. It's not going to make any other line. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm just going to click and then hit enter. So I drew an arbitrary line. Okay, now, how thick is this part? Based on it's the same part we made the other day. Where do you get the depth at from the drawing? What view? From the right side view, right? What is that thickness? Very good. Now, we're going to type in, there's several ways to do this, but right now we're going to type in the word offset. OFFSET, enter. We're going to offset our vertical line. It wants to know a distance. Well, Steve just gave us the distance. It's 0.375. Enter. All right, watch. Okay, now we selected offset. We gave a distance. Now what we want to do is I want to click on that line. Now watch carefully. Don't, after you click, watch carefully. If I move over here, you know, based on what side I move my cursor on. So if I want to offset to the right, I want my cursor to be on the right-hand side of that initial line that I drew. If I move it on the left, it's going to offset it to the left. Well, I want to indicate to the right. So move to the right and click, and then hit enter. I can do that again if you want me to. Raise your hand if you'd like me to do that again. Okay. I'm going to erase this line. Remember when you erase something, type in E, enter, click on the line, enter. I'm going to type in the word offset, enter. I'm going to type in the distance. It's already there, but I'm just going to pretend it's not. 0.375, enter. I'm going to click on the line. And here's where you have to be careful. I want to indicate to the right. Click, enter, and there's your offset. Okay, I'm gonna give you another breather for a second because it's going to get a little challenging here in just a second. Not too bad, but it can get confusing if we're not careful. We're going to do the method of projection here. This is a method that you would learn in a CAD class like CAD 151. I know some of y'all are going to go off to a 4-year university when you're done here. But perhaps some of you might want to hang around and get an associate's degree first. If you do that, take some CAD classes. Okay, take some CAD classes. I'm going to go up here to line. Now, what I want you to do is after I click on line, you gotta click on it. Okay, I didn't think it was doing anything. It's doing something. Type in quad. Now watch. Click, drag line all the way across, click, enter. Did you get that line? I'll do it again. By the way, I just hit the undo button twice. You can also hit redo, right? Undo. I'm gonna go to line, type in quad. Again, there's an easier way of doing that. I'll show you later. Click, drag your line all the way across, click, enter. Now, I don't always have to go up here and select line here. I can actually type in the letter L. It's like a hotkey. Enter. That same thing as line. Type in quad. Enter. And I'm going to click right here on this larger circle, the larger circle at the 6 o'clock position. Make sure you select the larger circle. Come over here. Click. Enter. All right. I hope your screen resembles mine. If not, you have some things to work on a little bit later. All right. Now, we have to trim this excess. So we have a little pair of scissors right here. Click on trim. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your cursor, click here, click here, click here, 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 and here. Enter. Beautiful. Okay. Got it all cleaned up. I'll give you a second or two. Now what we're going to do, and I'm going to do it with different colors. This way you won't get too confused. Okay. I want you to zoom in, please, with your scroll wheel. And you can pan, but I want you to zoom in on this view here. I want you to type in the word change. Enter. Now, I want you to click, select this circle and this circle. I select both of those circles, and I was zooming in the same time I was doing that. It's okay to do that. Enter. Type in P for property. Type in C for color. You don't have, you can type in C. That's the same thing. Enter. I want to make this green. I want to make this whole green. Enter. Enter again. Yay. I'm going to zoom out. That's a green thread. That's a tapped hole. That's a threaded hole. It's green. Now, I want to use the method of projection to locate this circle, or this hole rather, over here in the right side view. I'm going to type in the letter L, enter, and then I'm going to type in quad, enter. Now look, I'm going to zoom in. Now look, be careful. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to get the outermost circle first. Click, and I'm going to drag a line all the way across. Click, enter. Now I'm going to do this again. Type in L for line, enter. Type in quad, enter. And I'm going to select this edge right here. Come all the way across. Click, enter. When I say click, you're hitting the left mouse button. Then I'm going to come over here, look, and I'm going to type in L, enter, quad, enter, and I want to select, look, this circle, the 12 o'clock position on this smaller circle. I'm going to drag me a line all the way over here. Click, enter. It doesn't matter that it's not lined up yet. And then we're going to, these are construction lines are what these are right now. Go to line. This time I selected the menu line. Type in quad. And I'm going to show you, after we finish this circle, I'm going to show you an easier way with quad. Click, enter. All right. We have located that hole. It goes all the way through the part on the right side view. That's fine. Now I want to go to my pair of scissors right here. Trim. And I want to select these lines. E, okay. Now, on these lines over here that's left, just type in the letter E, enter, and just erase those lines. Click on them and erase them, enter. All right, though your, your geometry should look like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to type in change, enter. Now I'm going to show you a new trick here. Instead of actually selecting each line, I want you to type in the letter W, enter, which means a window. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to drag a window around that and click here, enter. Okay, so that allowed me to select those lines. Now that I've entered, I'm going to type in P now for property, enter. I'm going to select line type, and I'm going to change the line type here to hidden. Enter, enter. Now, why do you think I want those lines hidden? Can you see that hole from the side view? Can you, if you're looking at the side view, can you see that hole? You can't. Well, you can see the hidden lines, but in reality, you can't see that hole passing through that part from the when your eyes are normal or perpendicular to the right side view. You don't see that hole. That's why we use hidden lines to represent, hey, there's a hole there. And guess what? Based on the hidden lines, it's telling me that the hole is going all the way through the part. What color do you think I'm going to make those lines? Green. Change, enter. Now we're going to do our window again because we learned this is new, right? Type in W for window, enter. Click here, drag a window around it, click here, enter. P for property, C for color, and type in green, enter, enter again. Okay. I'm going to give you a minute break. I'll give you exactly a minute here. So start my stopwatch here. Actually, you'll have more than a minute because I'm trying to find my stopwatch. I just started my stopwatch, gives you a little bit of break to catch up with things, talk to your neighbors, okay, work it out. Okay. Now we're going to work on the next hole, which is a countersink hole. Okay. So I'm going to type in the word change, enter. I want you to click on this circle and this circle, enter, type in P for property, type in C for color, and we're going to make this color magenta. M-A-G-E-N-T-A. M-A-G-E-N-T-A. Enter. enter again. Okay. Now the reason I'm making them different colors so that when they're over here, I'll be able to figure out which hole was which. We're going to do our we're going to do our projection method now. Go to line, and we're going to type in quad. And I'm going to click here at the 12 o'clock position, and I'm going to project over this way. Click, enter, line. Again, I'm showing you the hard way still. It's okay. Line, quad, click on the point, click, enter. L for line, enter, type in quad, enter. Click on the 6 o'clock position, drag over, click, enter. All right. Now we want to pull out our pair of scissors again, right? Go to trim. And we're going to click here, 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 here. Enter. Over here, what remains, just type in E for erase, enter, and erase these lines. Enter. Now, this is actually a countersink hole. This is actually a countersink hole right here. Okay. I'm going to teach you something new now. If you look on the drawing, what angle is associated with the countersink hole? It gives you an angle. 82 degrees. If you look at the hole at the 3 o'clock position, it says the diameter is 51 degrees and the angle between the two sides of the hole is 82 degrees. Now, I'm going to show you something new, and I don't show all my students this. You might be the first group I've ever shown this to. Type in the word snap, S-N-A-P-A-N-G. Enter. Now you take half of the angle. So if it's 82 degrees, you're going to type in 41. Enter. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to type in the letter. Is your cursor now switched to a 41-degree angle? Let me undo it. I undid mine. Watch. Type in the word snap, A-N-G. Snap, A-N-G. Enter. Type in the angle 41. Enter. Now it should. Did it do it now? All right. Type in the letter L for line. Enter. And here's what I want you to do. It's going to snap to that intersection right there. I want you to go to that intersection right there. And I want you to click. Now watch. I just want you to draw a line of arbitrary length. Arbitrary length. Click. Enter. So you got an angled line coming from that point. Now, I want you to type in snap angle or snap ang, which stands for snap angle. Enter. And this time I want you to type in a negative 41. Enter. Now what I want you to do is I want you to come type in L for line, and I want you to snap to this intersection, and I want you to draw another line, arbitrary length, click, enter. Mr. Morris, what are you doing? I'm going to show you. Now, we want snap angle to go back to 0, type in 0, enter. Looking good so far. Now I'm gonna type in the letter E, enter. I don't need this line anymore. I don't need this line anymore. Enter. Now I'm gonna get my pair of scissors, trim, and I'm gonna trim here. I'm gonna trim here. I'm gonna trim here. I'm gonna trim here. Enter. Now I'm gonna get a line, and I'm gonna draw a line from this point to this point. Enter. Okay, did you get that? Did I go too fast?
The snap angles.
Yeah, your crosshair should be crooked. Right now, it's at 0 degrees. When I typed in snap angle, look, 41, it gives me this angle here that I can draw that line at that angle.
So it just makes it doesn't snap the line.
No, all the lines I draw now will be at that angle. See this? I mean, it's only that angle. It won't draw them any other angle. So that's the purpose of snap angle. All right, now what I did, Potter, what I did is I drew this line at 41 degrees. Over here, though, I had to change. See, it's not correct over here. You know why? Because you have to change the snap angle to a minus 41 degrees here, and then you can do this. Okay. And once you get the intersection point of this line, and down here, you're going to go back to snap angle 0, and then you can draw a line from this intersection down to here. And I'll show you how to do that if you didn't get it earlier. I just went to line, I click, see it snaps the intersection, I come down here, snaps that one, click, enter. That's it. So I'll give you a breather here for a second. I mean, all we really got to do now is, finish the other 2 holes and we're going to make a quick, what I call a quick border for this. Now, this hole, this countersink hole, see, this is for a flathead screw. This hole is for a flathead screw. It fits in there. All right. I want to make this the same color as this. So I'm going to type in the word change, enter. I'm going to type in the letter W, enter. Now watch. I'm going to click about right there. See, I clicked, drag a window around it, click, enter, type in P for property, enter, type in C for color, enter, and type in the word magenta. Enter, enter again. Now I could have done it all in one step. So we're going to do change again. I could have done it all this in one step, but I decided to make it harder on you. Window around your geometry, enter. We type in P for property, select line type here, and we're going to type in hidden because you can't see that line from the right side of you. All right, I'm gonna give you a breather for a second so you can kind of get an idea what's going on. This green is the tapped hole going through the part. The magenta is the what? Is the countersink hole going through the flange. All right, I'm gonna give you a break here. I'm gonna give you a minute like I did before. Gotta set my stopwatch. Pardon? Is he going to show you? I'd rather him show you if he knows how to show you.
And just makes my crossword.
Oh, hit F8. And you got snap on it.
That's, yeah, okay.
F8 is a nice tool. Help your neighbors. It's okay to do that. In fact, I encourage it because by you helping somebody else, you're reinforcing what you've learned. Now, when it comes time for test and quiz, I don't want you helping them. I'm going to give you another minute. That's only 1 minute. I'm going to give you another one to help you catch up. So what is your opinion so far? AutoCAD is more cumbersome, right? We'd already be done with Inventor, right? We'd be done. That's okay because you're going to be a multi-talented individual. You're already multi-talented. You wouldn't be here to begin with, but you're going to be even more so when you're done with Mr. Morris. Hey, you got to pat yourself on the back once. All right. We're going to change this to a different color here. And I'm thinking about making it yellow. Y'all think that's a good color? I'm going to type in change. Enter. I'm going to move my cursor over to these two circles and select them. Enter. I'm going to type in our favorite letter P. We can do a lot of things with properties. Enter. Now look, I can select color with the, with the mouse. I can type in the word color or I can type in the letter C. C is easier. Enter. And I think, notice I'll just typed in the letter Y. I'm going to undo that. Type in change, enter, type in select. Well, first you got to select the two circles, enter, type in P for property, type in C for color, and I actually typed in a Y this time. And I don't do this that often. And I wonder if it still works. I typed in a Y and guess what it did? Enter and made it yellow. Because there's no other colors apparently to start off with letter Y. Obviously there's not. Now there's a mixture of colors. Magenta is a nice color. All right, now this is a spot face hole. Guess what? We're going to go back what we did before. We're going to go to line, type in quad, enter, look, and I'm going to snap at that point. And then come over here and click, enter. I'm going to show you something else you didn't know. If I enter again here, I'm in that mode still. All I can do is type in quad. Click, drag it over, click, enter, enter again. Now it makes it much easier. I don't have to keep doing what? Typing the letter L. Enter, enter again. Notice I didn't have to type enter, enter. Okay, now I'm going to do this again just to show you. E, I'm going to erase all those lines. We do it twice because we want it nice. Watch. I typed in the letter L, quad, clicked, drag, click, enter, enter again, quad. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to type in the letter Q. Oh, it doesn't like it. All right. I hit the escape to get out of that mode. I thought a Q would work, but it doesn't. line, quad, click, drag, click, enter, enter again, quad, I'm still in that line mode. Click, enter, enter again, quad, boom, boom, enter, and that's it. What that did is save me a couple of steps where I didn't have to type in line or type in L or select a line from the menu. I just entered and entered again. Then all I had to type in quad. Let's trim this. Here's the scissors. Trim the excess. Enter. Now I'm going to use the letter E, type in E, enter, and I'm going to erase these lines. Enter. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to type in the word change. Enter. I'm going now. I'm not even going to type in the W, Mr. Potter. I'm not even going to type in the W this time. Watch. I'm not going to type in W. Look, I'm just going to click, drag a window around, click. Guess what? I didn't have to type in the W. Enter, type in P for property, C for color, type in yellow, enter. Now watch. I'm not going to enter again here. I'm going to select line type, and I'm going to type in hidden. Enter, enter again. Guess what? I did all of it that time, one time. I didn't have to go through all that twice. Do I need to do that again? We changed the color of the lines and we changed the line type of the lines. Okay, we're making good progress. We don't have too much left to do basically with the geometry, really. We do have to add the dimensions on here, and I will show you how to do that, and a border, and then your name, and you convert to a PDF, and you'll be able to submit this. All right, now, this is a spot face right here. This is a spot face. It is not, it's not a countersink. It's not a counterbore. So I want you to come over here. Now we're going to use our friend offset again. We're going to offset this line right here, like 1/16 of an inch. Actually, we'll make it an 1/8 of an inch. We'll make it an 1/8 of an inch. So watch, we're going to type in offset, offset, enter. No, we'll leave it at 16. 0.0625, enter. Now watch, click on this line and then indicate on this side, not over here, on this side. Click, enter. I'm going to do that again. Look, type in offset, offset, enter. Type in 0.0625, which is 1/16 of an inch. Enter. Select the line I want to offset, this one. And I want to indicate on this side. So click, enter. All right. Now I want to zoom in here some because I want to trim this up. So I'm going to go to trim, trim, and we're going to click here, and we're going to click here, here, and here. Enter. Now, I also need to trim this little part here. So I escaped too soon. All I got to do is click on trim again, click here and here. Enter. Now I'm going to show you a new command. I want all these lines to be yellow and I want them to be dashed. Type in the word match property, match prop, match prop. Type in match prop, enter. Click on the line that you want to use, and then click on the line you want to change. Okay, enter. how beautiful that is. Change the line to the right color and the line type by typing in match prop. You're matching the properties. I zoomed out. Okay, I'm gonna give you a 1 minute break here to catch up. We're going to come back and we're going to do this circle. Or that hole. Which, by the way, is a counter bore hole. We're not exactly finished the front view. We got to add a hole to the center here, another hole here, and we got a chamfer. This might take the whole class. We'll see. Mr. Morris has a headache today. I did some serious swimming yesterday. All right. Now, we got these 3 holes here. We're going to have to work on this one. So, what are we going to type in? L for line, enter, type in quad for the quadrant, enter. I'm going to snap to this quadrant and I'm going to drag all the way over here, click, enter, enter again, quad, click here, drag my line all the way across, click, enter. Remember, this is called the method of projections. Okay, enter again, and I'm going to type in quad. And then I'm going to type in quad again. Okay, Mr. Morris screwed up, so I got to do this again. All right, notice that you have 2 lines that overlap each other here, okay? But that's good. I'm going to show you how to fix that. We're going to go to trim, and we're going to trim this. Enter. Now I'm going to erase this. Just type in E, enter, and you can select the lines. There's easier ways of doing this as well. And you'll learn as you go. Now we have to do something with these lines over. Remember, this is a counter bore. The depth of the counter bore is 1/4 of an inch. The depth of this counter bore is 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to offset, enter, 0.25, enter. Watch, I'm going to click on this line and I'm going to go, look, I'm going to go in like this, click, enter. I'm going to do that again. I typed in offset, enter. I typed in the distance. I want to offset that line, 0.25, enter. I select the line and I go inward, click, enter. Now, I need to trim this up. Type in the word trim. Look, click, 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 click. Click here, on the way. Now, see that? They're overlapping each other here, right? There's nothing we can do about that, except we are going to make those hidden lines. We can't do anything about that because we have to show a section view if we really wanted to not. Sometimes you might have too many hidden lines in one view, and it makes it very confusing. But we know what's going on based on this view over here. But I would, if we had more time, I would probably do this a different way. I'm going to change, enter, Now look, I'm gonna click on this line, this line, this line, this line, and this line. Enter, type in P for property, enter, select line type, and we're going to type in hidden. There we go. I'll give you a breather here. Set my stopwatch to a minute.
The offset.
The offset is 1/4 inch. 0.25. Okay, so now this should only be 3/8 here. 0.375. This is a 1/4. I'll do it. The way I got this in here is I'll just delete that one. I did an offset 0.25, enter, select this line, enter. Now, if it's not right, one of your depths must be wrong. And
I clicked the wrong.
okay. And I just change it to a hidden line. Okay. We have another hole that we have to add here. Probably should have added that hole first, but it's okay. That's the beauty of CAD. I'm gonna go to circle, center diameter, and look. I want to put right here in the middle of this 0.25, 0.25. Now I'm gonna change this. That's why I left this white. I'm gonna change this property color blue. Type in B, enter. It's blue. Then I'm gonna type a line, quad, from this point over. Click, enter, line, quad, enter, hover around the 6 o'clock position, drag your line across, click, enter. All right, now I need to trim this. Right, get the scissors here, trim, click, 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 enter. I'm going to erase now, type in E, select this line, enter. And I'm going to change, watch very carefully, type in change, enter. I'm going to select this line and this line. I'm going to enter. I'm going to type in P for property, enter. I'm going to type in C for color, enter. I'm going to type in B or you can type out the word blue, enter. Now don't leave yet. Go to line type, type in hidden, enter, enter again. We did both of them that time without. We didn't have to do it. We didn't have to do it twice. All right. I just noticed I had a line down here. Let me get rid of this. All right. Getting close. We have to put the chamfers on here and dimensions, the border, and save as a PDF. And we should be able to get this done hopefully by 9:30. type in the word, go up here to where it says fillet. Arrow down and you'll see chamfer, select chamfer. All right, now it wants to know down at the bottom, it has different selections. Type in the letter D for distance, enter, and we want this distance to be 0.03, enter. And enter again. Now watch. I'm gonna click here and here, enter, here and here, enter, here and here, enter, here and here, enter, enter again. That last enter again gets me out of that mode. Now I have chamfers here. I have chamfers, but I'm not done yet because I have to draw a line because it's a change in surface from this point down to here. I got to draw a line. So I go to line, watch. I'm going to snap right there and I'm going to drag a line all the way down to that point. Enter. Okay, I got to do that again. Line. Click here and I'm going to come all the way down. Click. Enter. All right, now we have to show the chamfer on the front view. Mr. Morris, how do you do that? It's very easy. All you have to do is you can do this. You can do it by construction. See where it says 2-point circle? Click on 2-point. Now watch. Click here. Not here, but click right here. And we're going to drag down here. I'm going to move that circle. All right, see how I went from this point? It's a 2-point circle. Why in the world did you do that, Mr. Morris? Because I'm going to show you how to move it. Type in the letter M, enter, select that circle, enter, move your cursor near the edge, the center appears, click, and then we're going to move over here to that center, click. Now that's our chamfer. Congratulations. If you got that, you've got your the geometry pretty much complete. Now we have to start dimensioning this and annotating this, okay? And I'm praying that we get this done in time. All right, so go up here in the top left-hand corner, you will see the word annotate. Yes. Speak louder, please. Chamfer. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to undo this. If you have the chamfers, don't blink. All right, you type in the word chamfer. Or you can also select from the menu. Type in the word chamfer. Type in D as in dog. D, enter. And distance is 0.03, enter. Now watch. It wants to know my second distance is also 0.03, enter. So you had two distances you had to enter. They're both 0.03. It makes a foot. Now click here and click here. Enter. Click here and here. Enter. Click here and here. Enter. Click here and here. Enter. Did you get it that time? All right, now I got to go back. I got to put my lines back in here. Some of y'all already there, just hang tight. Now I have to put, now the circle, look, circle 2-point, look, 2-point. This is why I did this. I mean, I could measure that line, but I don't need to. I can just use my geometry to get it. I'm going to move, type in M for move, enter, click on the part or or the circle, enter, hover around the edge, click, that drags this, that clicks the center, move over here, click on that center, and there you go. That's the geometry. Now we got to annotate this. And with respect to time, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop again, but make sure you please watch the video. If you got this, you want to save this, let's go ahead and save this now so you at least have this. Go up here with the where it's a red AutoCAD symbol, come down to save as, and we're going to call this OER flange bolt hole circle ACAD. OER flange bolt hole circle ACAD. What that means is open education resources. It's the same flange we did the other day with the bolt hole circle, but this time we did with AutoCAD, ACAD. I'm going to save this. Save this, please. Okay. Now, we need to start annotating this rather quickly. Well, we got 30 minutes. Some of us do, not everyone. Go to annotate, and come right here where it says center mark. See where it says center mark? Click on center mark, and look, click on this outer circle right here, this outer circle. See how it puts that nice, pretty center line in there? Now, I want you to do the same thing. Go to annotate, center mark. Now watch. Click on the outer circles of every one of these. Click on the outer circle of every one of these. All right. Do I need to do that again? I can. Yes, no, maybe so. All I did was select center mark and then select the outer edges of my circles. I'm going to do a file save. Now we need to start dimensioning this, okay? So we go to annotate and we go to over here, you see some dimensions, right? You see some linear. We don't want linear, we want a diameter. Select diameter and look, click here. All right. First off, I think the text is too big. I think the arrow and the text is, and the number of decimal places is too much. Too much. So what I want to do here, I'm going to show you how to change all this. Type in DIMASZ, which stands for dimension arrow size. Enter. It says 0.18. I'm going to make it 0.09, which is half. Enter. Now, type in DIMTXT. Enter. It says it's 0.18. I don't want it that big. I'm going to make it half that big, 0.09. Enter. So look, if I type in DIMASZ, remember I changed it to 0.9, that's good. And DIMTXT, change that to 0.09, that's good. Now watch what happens if I dimension this again. Look, much better. Look, smaller arrow. The text size is, this is way too big. I don't like that number of decimal places though. Mr. Morris, how do I change that? Well, type in DDIM. Type in DDIM, 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 enter. Go to modify. Over here, there's a tab that says modify. And we're going to go to precision and we're going to change it to 3 decimal places. And say, okay. Set current, close. Now I didn't update that one, but look, I'm going to put that dimension back in there. Notice the difference, 3 decimal places now versus 4. I'm gonna erase this one. All right, now I want to put this angular dimension in here like we have. But before I put the angular dimension, I want to put this diameter here, right here. All right. Then I want to put an angular dimension. Let's go to angular. So here, angular. Click here, and you click here. And I'm going to drag it out. Okay. See where we're going with this? Now, it's going to get trickier now because now we have to put in leader notes. Okay. When I do, there's several ways to do this. But I find you're going to have to choose your own method that you enjoy doing the most. What I find works for me is this. Please watch. Here's what I do. I actually come in here and I use the diameter. Now look, I'm going to click on this right here. Click. And I'm going to drag it out. Click. That's not the right note. Okay. But I can explode that. If I type in explode, wait a minute, if I type in DD edit, it might allow me to edit that. Yeah, it will. Type in DD edit, enter, click on your dimension. And now you can hit the delete button and I'm going to type in 1/4 -20 space UNC -2B. Enter. Or just click anywhere. Just click anywhere on the screen. And do I need to do that again? I will. Look, I typed in DD edit, enter. I clicked on the dimension and I hit the delete button and I typed in 1/4, which is a 1/4 inch diameter, 20 threads per inch, space, UNC, University of North Carolina. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually a unified national course, 2B. And just click anywhere on the screen. And then hit your escape button. All right. I think that might be the best way of doing it. We're now going to do the same thing. Look, go to diameter. This is how I do it. You can do it however you wish. You can use the leader also. I don't like working with the leader. I like using diameter. I'm going to click here, drag it out. Look, enter. And then hit the escape. I'm on DD edit, enter, click on the dimension, hit the delete. And I'm going to type in, be careful, %C, type in %C, 0.27 space through. And that is the right way to spell through for this, for through holes. That's the correct way. That's the abbreviation for it. Enter, and I'm going to put, you see how you got the symbol. I'm going to do CSK, which stands for countersink. There is a way of putting that symbol, but I'm running out of time. So just type in, means the same thing. CSK is countersink. And we're going to put %C, which is the diameter, 0.51 times 82% D, %D, which is the degree symbol. And then click anywhere on the screen. And then enter again. Did you get it, May? All right. I'm gonna do the next one. You can go back and watch the video on this because I'm really running out of time. I got to go. Don't worry, you're practicing learning. I'm gonna go to the diameter tool again because this is the way I do it. You don't have to do it this way. I'm gonna type in DD edit, enter. I'm gonna click on this, hit the delete button, and I'm gonna type in percent C, which creates the diameter symbol, 0.27 through. Enter to go to the next row. I'm gonna type in SF space percent C space 0.44. Enter. All right, so you'll have to practice those. Let's see what I've got. I still got to do this hole here. This one's easy. Look, you just click on diameter and drag it up. It's best to drag your dimensions off of the part when possible. All right, now I need to put this one over here. I'm going to go to diameter, click on the outer circle, drag this over, click. I'm going to type in DD edit, enter, click on the text, delete, and this is going to be percent C space 0.27 through, enter. CB is counterbore space percent C space 0.44 space DP is depth 0.25. There are a way to put those symbols in there, but I just simply ran out of time. But these notes are sufficient. They mean the same thing. Now I need to see what I don't have here. Making sure I have everything on the front view. It looks like I do have everything on the front. Now I just have to dimension my right side view. Look, go to, I want a linear dimension now, a linear dimension, and click outside edge to outside edge and bring that down. That's good. Okay. Now I want to put my chamfer node here. Type in the word leader. I'll show you how I don't like leader. And I'm going to click right here, hit F8. If you don't hit F8, it's going to do this. Hit F8 so you can go to angle, click, enter, and I'm going to put 0.03 times 45% D chamfer. There we go. I'm going to save this. File, save. If you got at least 90% of this done today, I'm going to be very, very happy. If you got 100% of this, that's amazing. That's amazing if you got 100% of this. But you can keep working on it today. Tomorrow's the blueprint reading class. So you have Professor Dale. All right, watch what I'm going to do here, May. I'm going to go up here back to home, and I'm going to go to rectangle. Look, rectangle 2-point. And look, I'm going to click here. I'm going to drag this beautiful rectangle around just like that. Okay. And I'm going to go to text, go to annotate. Oh, you don't have to go to annotate. You can go right here. And single line, I'm going to come down here and click. And I'm going to change it to 0.09 because that's the same size as my dimension text. enter. The rotation angle is fine, 0, and I'm gonna type in my name in caps. And then just hit somewhere off the side with your mouse or you click and hit escape. So there's my name. Now, the last thing, I'm gonna type in the word plot. By the way, if you don't have, I would save this. And I would, at this moment, email it to yourself or save it to a flash drive. I've been telling y'all to bring a flash drive. Type in the word plot, P-L-O-T, enter. The name of our plotter is going to be AutoCAD, PDF, general documentation. Click on that. We want a size A sheet of paper. That's fine. Size A. We want to window. What do you want to plot? We're going to do a window. And we're going to click here. And we're going to click here. That's our window. Center the plot. Center the plot. Do a preview. And there it is. Now notice that some colors don't come out too nicely. The yellow is hard to see. The yellow is hard to see. But also notice that I'm not quite finished. There's a few things I left out. So it's okay with you. I'm going to change the yellow to a different color, perhaps red. And I'm going to change, what else did I need to do here? There was something else. Oh, I need to put the center lines for these holes on the right side. So I'm just going to hit escape and cancel. Okay. Go to annotate, go to center line. And if I click here and here, say, look, click enter again, click here and here, enter again, and click here and here, and enter. All right. I put in the center marks there. And what else? Oh, I was going to change the color. Change this, click, window around that, enter, P for property, C for color, R for red, enter, enter. File, save. All right, now we'll try to plot this one more time. Plot, AutoCAD PDF, window, click, center your plot so you can see it up here, center in the window, preview, and that looks better. Okay. All right. Enter and say okay. And you got to give it a name. I'm just calling it OER Flange bullet hole circle. Okay. So we're going to save this. There it is. And this is what you need to submit. Just one submittal. It's a PDF. One submittal is a PDF. All right, I'm going to stop the share. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to post this in Canvas. This video will be posted later. I'm going to stop the share. I thank you for your time today. And I will see some of you, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Professor Dale will be here tomorrow. And I'll see you Monday. All right, my online students, I wish you have a good weekend and see you soon.